Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to do another Tech Tuesday, maybe the tech tip of the week. If you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe, and then you'll always see another video whenever I come up with one. Today it's about the Land Rover, the LR3 V8 4.4 liter. Sorry about the thunder showers right now, but it is raining here in Florida, so that's the problem with it. I've just taken it apart, as you can see, and today I'm going to change the fuel injectors, which are located right down here. I just took this part off. Over here on the other side, you can actually see that the cover that keeps the cowling on top here is still on, and that's going to come off as well. There are two rails that goes along here, and there's also a little depressurization valve, which you can see right there, that blue one right here. And you can take the cap off, and then you can take the pressure off. This is the feeder line going to the other side over here, and then you have the whole setup with all the fuel injectors over there. The fuel injectors we're going to put in are these. I actually got them on Amazon, fairly cheap. They're probably refurbished, I'm not sure, but I need new O-rings anyway in these. They've been driving 194,000 miles now, and that's probably also why they need to go ahead and be refurbished. So I just took the chance now, since I have everything taken apart, get some new ones in, and it's going to take about an hour to get everything sorted, and then hopefully everything's going to be fine. So please stay tuned, and let's do this together as well. But before we actually do all this stuff, I'm just going to have a look if I can trust my fuel pump from the tank and actually the feeding system first. And how do we do that easiest? Well, I actually you want to check a few things, because it does actually work, but you do have over here where you got all your fuses and so forth. Up on the right side up here, you can see there's a fuel tank here. There's a 25 amp fuse, which is this one right here, located right there. And then there's another one here. You got the fuel pump relay as well, which is right there as well. There's a relay sitting here. I just removed it because I wanted to see if it actually worked. It actually sits right here. You cannot put it in wrong, because the connectors are set as they are, so they fit quite well. The connectors are for the fuel pump. These two, 1 and 2, is actually just to activate the relay, but they do get bad as well over time. So this could also be that they have a, let's say, an intermittent connection in between. So I'm going to change this, but I just want to see if it actually does create some pressure and if it will work. How do we do that? Well, I'll artificially engage the pump constantly, and to artificially engage it, the contact is set between leg number or pin number 3 and 5. These two are actually going straight to the fuel pump. So pin 3 and 5 are actually over here. That one you see over here, and that one over there. You got full power on this one, and then this actually activates the pump. So I'm gonna put a small little, or make my own little, I actually did already. I started a bit early, but I put in a small little pin with a wire, so you can go ahead and chip that in there, and then it should run it right away. Now what's gonna happen is, down here on the fuel rail itself, you see here, that feeds all the fuel injectors, there's a small little valve cover that I can take off here. Let's see, I'm going to take it off. It looks like a small vent or valve cover, and then underneath here, if you press that one, I'm going to use it just so you can see it's going to be pressure on it. There you go. This is all the pressure there is right now. I'm just going to completely take it off, so now there's no pressure on it. And then I'm going to put in my little pin that I've made here, which looks like this, and I'm going to put it in. Make sure you don't go ahead and blow a fuse. That's the important part. Here we go, in between these two, and now the pump is actually running. Now if I go ahead and do the same test again over here, I should be able to see a pressure coming out just like this, and that shows me that the pump is working absolutely perfectly fine. And therefore I'm just going to change all the injectors, and then I might put in the fuel filter as well. But let's have a look at it, and let's get started. So first things first, you can go down, you can disconnect them by just pushing on the side of them. Then all these controllers are coming off, and then you got a fuel injector here. They're not really tight, as you can see. They're movable. They're just held in place by this rail on top. You got a oil filter cap right here. This can be turned. If you go ahead and turn it, there you go, counterclockwise, it's going to stop right here because there's a lock. You push that up, and then you can continue turning it. Let me see if I can get it done here. I might need a screwdriver. Sometimes it's not easy with one hand here, but you go like this, and you can take it up like that, and then when you turn it, you probably get the idea. I need both hands for that. But that's what you take. Once you take this off, put a cloth in it so you don't drop anything into the valve housing, That way we have more space to work on the, especially the rear one, which is sitting all the way over there in the back. So that's easier. There we go. So you can see that's got more or less all of them off. I'm just going to take this little bit of valve cover off here, if I can. Sometimes they're a little bit tight. Here we go. There we go. And now it's time to depressurize the fuel manifold here. Let's see. There's not much in it right now, so that's good. It's been off for a while, so that's good. What we'll do now, I'll go ahead and loosen underneath. There's two screws, one sitting down underneath there and one sitting on top right here. They're both Torx, and you just go ahead and unscrew them, and then you can come straight up. Don't over tighten them when you put it back in again, because it will destroy your wrinkles inside the manifold, and then you're gonna have more problems. So don't do it. To get the screws with you up, a small piece of paper on the end of your torque screwdriver will help you, because the minute you put that in, it should be able to follow you up instead of having a magnet to bring up the screw if you drop it. I got a little bit too much paper, but you see here, this is how the screw comes up, and now you can use it again. So that little trick works wonders. I might as well, while I'm at it, loosen the other ones on the other side. Put this back in. You should be able to get to them here. One, two, and that's it. Let's go ahead and get the rail off. Now they don't sit tight in there. There's a little locker mechanism that you need to release. Here is one, and that locking mechanism looks like this. It's actually located like that on top here of the fuel injector, and when you push it in, it goes click and holds it in place. That's basically how this thing is working. So make sure that you take them off, release them first, then you're ready to go ahead and change them. Don't mix the old ones with the new ones. Save your lockers and you're ready to go ahead and put them back in again. So now here is the new one. As you can see, there are two different colors on the O-rings, top one, bottom one. This is for sealant into the manifold itself. This is for sealing up in the pressure manifold of the fuel line. So this means that this is a special kind of composite, and the way it's designed, it actually can withstand fuel, so it won't go ahead and dissolve on you when fuel comes to it. So don't change this to anything else. If you lose it, then get another one. Just don't take any O-ring to put on here, because they won't fit. Now next thing is, keep them clean. This is where the diffuser is. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of small, very small holes, and you want the fuel to come through here with as big as a dust cloud as you can. This is indirect fuel injection, so it comes into the manifold before it goes through the cylinders, through the valves and then into the cylinder. So this is the way it works. Keep them clean, as I said. What I do to seal the mixture off, because if they're not sealed 100%, I use a little bit of light oil. In this case I'm using WD-40 just to make sure it's on here, because they slide in a lot easier and it won't destroy it. And the thing is, now it will also, once you've done this, it will seal off for additional air coming into the manifold, and that'll prevent you from having PO 130, or sorry, 174 and PO 171 as well for a vacuum leak, because this will also be censored by the O2 sensors on the other side, and then it will throw your code on your display. So keep them clean. Go ahead and give them a little bit of oil just around here, and then put them into the seats itself. They're also going to be easy to put into the seats when you have a little bit of lubrication on this as well. So let's get started. Then in the end, put this back on again and you're fine. Just screw it into the top of the valve cover, tighten it, make sure there's no air coming in, because then it'll throw your code. And now you can go ahead and put on the breather again. Here we go, and it's ready for the other one up here as well. So now the whole series actually changed. They're all brand new injectors. The old ones are laying here. So all set and done. I just need to assemble the other side, put the covers back on, and then the big cover, and we're ready to go. So let's go ahead and get that done and see if it actually runs nice. So this concludes the changing of the fuel injectors. The old ones are now laying here and 4 over there. The new ones are now nicely seated down there in their seats, both sides, all connected, and now it's just ready to go out and check it out. So let's go for a test drive. If you don't see it, or if you're going to go ahead and leave the video now, please like and subscribe so you always get another video when I make one. And then you'll also be the first ones to know if I can find out some other new tech tips if you need it. Anyway, that's all for now, folks, and enjoy it. Drive safely out there. Looking forward to see you next time, and hopefully it's not going to be the Land Rover, but it might be. So, hi guys, I'm out test driving the Land Rover after changing the fuel injectors, and it runs absolutely fine. No problem. It starts up a little bit on the rough side, but that was because I cleaned the manifold first. So the manifold is now completely clean, and that makes it a little bit different. It does run nice and dandy, so within the next 250 miles I'm expecting it to go ahead and use the engine computer module and actually get all the mixture all set up correctly, and then it should give a better fuel mileage as well within the next few, I would say, week or so. But anyway, as is right now, I'm quite happy with the result, and now it's just to go out and enjoy Land Rover again. And I hope you enjoyed it, learned a little bit maybe, and also encourage somebody to go ahead and try it out themselves. It's not that hard, it just takes a little bit of effort. And the 2 rear fuel injectors, those are the worst ones to change. But anyway, you saw how I did it, and you can also scroll back and forth on the video, and then you can absolutely do the same with no problem. I'm not even in doubt that you're not able to do that. So go ahead and try it out. It's not a big job, and it is worth it. Anyway, it's time for me to do like a tree and leave, and until then, see you next time. Thanks a lot, and remember to hit the like and subscribe button, and then I'll come back with another video at another time. So once again, see you next time. Bye bye.